Let's come onto our backs to begin, please. As always, you're welcome to bend your knees, rest them together, open them out, have your legs straight, or take any position that will be comfortable for you. Likewise, the arms can be out on the ground, or maybe hands want to rest on your body just to help guide your breath. And the eyes can close if that's comfortable for you. And just take a moment to orient yourself to being on the ground, to being horizontal. Just feeling into the physical body and seeing what sensations are presenting themselves. Are those sensations pleasant, unpleasant, perhaps neutral? And then turn your awareness to your breath. See how it feels in your mind when you bring your attention to your breath. Most of the time, we move through the world somewhat scattered, where our attention and our experience are not unified in this way, like we're practicing here. So we can just continue to show up for our experience with our attention in a kind and curious way, and just see how that feels. Whether the experience is one we like, one we don't like, one that's kind of neither here nor there, we can just bring a really kind and interested attention to it. And now we can start to deepen the breath, letting it fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest, whole body breathing. Exhaling chest, then ribs, then belly, whole body relaxing. And notice how it feels in your being, in your mind, in your heart when you inhale. That sense of expansion may be uncomfortable. It may feel really good. You may not quite know how you feel about it, and that's also fine. Just see what it feels like to push the boundaries of your capacity to breathe outward. And then see what it feels like to let go, just to completely empty and release and surrender. The breath is such a perfect metaphor for how we want to live a full life, opening fully to it and also surrendering to it. Expanding and also relaxing. Okay. Then we'll lift the head off the ground. Plant the forearms on the ground so the elbows are under the shoulders. Straighten the legs. I'm going to start to do some lower ab strengthening. So we're going to lift the heels off the ground just a little bit, a couple inches or so, and then start to cross your feet back and forth, scissoring them. And then try to maintain your steady, slow, deep breath. Now continue like this, but flex your feet. Like strongly. Pull your navel in toward your spine. And then point your feet. Deep breathing. One last time, flex. And let the legs rest down. And then just lift your chest, drop your head back. So it's not quite a fish pose, similar. We're just not putting the head on the ground. But we're still really opening the lungs like fish pose does. You're really seeing if that breath can come all the way up to the collarbones and spread them wide. Okay, slowly lift your head. Take your arms off the ground, palms facing the floor. And then we'll lift the heels off the ground again. Also just a couple of inches. And then we're going to pulse the hands down. If it's too hard, just have your feet on the ground. And relax down. Send the arms overhead. Reach long, breathe deep. Stretch through the belly with your breath. Last exercise for the abs. Have the legs up in the air. Have the arms up in the air. Cross one hand over the other. Just one palm resting on top of the other. Good. Lift your head and then reach past your right foot. Lower, lift, reach past your left foot. Just come up and down, side to side. Stay steady in your breath. The neck starts to hurt, you can hold on behind and just reach side to side with your elbows instead. Two more each side. One more. And release down. Straighten your legs. Gently roll your head from side to side. Feeling that point of sensation where your skull meets the floor. Move across the back of your head. Nice deep breath. And rest the head center. And then bring your arms forward again. And maybe you want to use some momentum and swing them, lifting yourself up. And then legs are out in front. Pull the flesh of your buttocks back behind your sit bones. Take the left first two fingers and bring them around your left big toe. If you're not able to reach your big toe, grab on anywhere, that's fine. And then lift the leg. And then circle backward. Forward. Big backward bicycle. What's your breathing doing? Circle forward. And then hold the leg there. Bring the right hand to the outside of the foot, or if you don't reach, then just bring it to the outside of your leg. Lift your spine up tall, lift your heart, lift your head, send your left arm out, and then exhale and turn. Sending your arm behind you, looking back toward your thumb. And then if you want, you can aim your left leg over to the right. Keep lifting your chest and inhaling long, exhaling, turning. Yeah, come back around to the front, release and lower the leg down. And we'll do the other side. Start with backward bicycles, pulling all the way back, going all the way forward. And then the other direction. And hold the leg straight. Take hold of the foot of the leg with the opposite arm. And just first, just lift tall through your torso. Send the right arm out. Take a breath. Reach up through the crown of your head. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, turn. Bringing the right arm behind you. Taking your gaze to your thumb. And then if you want, you can steer that right leg over to the left a little more, getting a bit of a sciatic stretch with the twist. And then with each inhale, get tall. Exhale, turn. Come back around to the front. Release the leg, lower down. And then bring the big toes to touching. Heels a little bit separated. Flex the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and come over. We're not going to stay there. Inhale, roll right back up. Exhale over. Now, when you go over, try to go in a wave, like you're first dropping your belly, then your ribs, then your chest, then your head. Be more like that. Press out through the heels, down through the thighs. One more. And the next time you come over, stay there. Let your elbows drop down, shoulders relax, head release forward. Push down into your thighs. Inhale and lengthen your spine. Exhale, draw the belly in, relax over. Inhale long. Exhale soft. And then lift your head. Take hold of your big toes if you can reach them, if not, the legs. Bend the knees, lean back onto your sit bones, and lift the leg out wide as you can, balancing on your buttocks, opening your inner thighs and hips, shoulders down, chest up, head relaxed. And then stay there, or if you want, send the arms forward. Work harder, send the arms up. Legs together, down, and release. Beautiful. And then come over onto hands and knees. So we're going to move the spine, and you have options as always. You can do a simple cow and cat, inhaling and arching, exhaling and rounding. You can bring the hands in front of you and do an exhale into a downward dog and an inhale into an upward dog. Or you can inhale into plank, exhale, lower and hover above the ground, inhale into upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Whatever works for you. And actually, if something different works for you but still moves your spine, feel free. Whatever version you're doing, let's all come together in downward facing dog. Lifting the hips, pressing forward through the hands, pressing back through the thighs, down with the heels. Drop the head and chest and roll the shoulders down the back. Try to fold your belly toward your thighs. Let go of the head even more. Connect to your breathing. And then on your next inhale, lift the right leg, look forward. Step the foot up between the hands. Bend the left knee. Not all the way to the ground, just let it lower so that your hips can lower. Good. Now, keeping your hips down where they are, start to straighten your left leg by pressing back through your heel. And lift your gaze. Imagine you're breathing from your back heel to the top of your head. Okay, now straighten your front leg a little bit. Scoot your hands forward so that your hands and your foot create a triangle. And then lift your left leg all the way up, folding over your right leg. If you want to challenge your balance, let go of your left hand. Maybe bring it to your leg. Just standing on one hand and one foot. Okay, return the hand if you lifted it. Lower the foot to the back. Right. Bring the back heel down to the ground. And then spiral up with your left arm coming into warrior two. So we want to roll the inner thighs out away from each other. The right knee is over the right ankle. The belly moves to the left. And the head turns to the right. Shoulders relax down. Sink. Breathe. Expand. And relax. Bring the right forearm onto the leg, index finger to thumb, left arm reaches overhead, roll your gaze up, push back with your left foot and forward out of your left fingers. Breathe long up the side of the body. Okay, and then bring both hands down. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale and lift the left leg all the way up. Look forward. Step the foot up between the hands. Drop the hips. Bend the right knee, letting the hips lower. And then keep the hips all the way down and start to stretch back through that right heel until the leg is straight. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, deepen your breath. Okay, lift your hips a little bit. Send your hands in front of your left foot. Kick your right foot up. Fold over your left leg. And you can take one hand off the ground if you wish. You can take both hands off the ground if you wish. Really reach up through the right foot. Bring the hands back down if they were off. Lower that right foot to the back of your mat. Bring the heel to the ground. And then windmill yourself up, leading with your right arm. Taking both arms straight out. Rolling the inner thighs out. Lining the knee up with the ankle. Rolling your belly to the right and your gaze to the left. And then drop lower. Left forearm rests on the leg. Right arm reaches overhead. Index finger to thumb on the left hand. Right fingers are free and extending. Get your hips under you. Push back into your right foot. Reach long through your hand. Stretch and breathe. So when you stretch as much as you can, and then you breathe into it, your breath is stretching you even more. See if you experience that in your own posture. Okay. And then release and bring the hands down. Bring both feet to face forward. Then fold, lining the fingertips up with the toes, elbows in line with the shoulders and hands. Head is down, feet press down, thighs lift up, press forward through the fingertips. Check in with your breath. And lift your torso. Bring your arms alongside your ears, straight out in front of you. And then with a flat back and straight arms, straight legs, lift yourself up. Take the arms out to the side. Take a few 5-star breaths here, 5-pointed star breaths. See if you can feel how the breath starts in the center and then reaches out in all directions, expanding from inward to outward and then exhaling back inward. Okay, and then release the arms. Step the feet in, but keep them like wider than hip width apart. Lift the toes and spread them wide and lower them down. Connect with that same deep, powerful breath. Take the arms out again. And although the eyes are going to be open, the awareness is going to stay inward on the breath. Find a spot on the floor to fix your eyes on. The spot is going to need to move once we come into the posture, but just stabilize yourself as best you can to begin. Then we're just going to kick off that right foot and then bend to the left, lifting the right leg, reaching down through the left hand, re-engaging that same breath and that same five-pointed star, expanding and contracting. And release the leg down. Take the arms down for a moment just to rest. Maybe close the eyes. Deepen the connection with the breath. Lift the right toes, spread them, lower them back. Arms out, eyes open. Same breath, like a starfish. Gazing down at the ground, probably off to the left. And then start to shift your weight into the right foot. Lift the left leg. Bend at the waist. Reach down with your right hand, sorry. And lift with your left foot. Focus on your breath. Down. Bring the feet to hip width apart. Lift the shoulders to the ears. Inhale. Exhale out of the mouth. Drop them down. Then soften into the knees. Extend the arms forward. Make gentle fists with your hands. Take a breath in. Hold the breath and pump your hands back while you're holding the breath. Whenever you need to exhale, just exhale and release the hands down. We'll do that one more time. Go as long as you can. Challenge yourself. Just notice how you feel. And then lift the arms up, taking steeple mudra, where all the fingers interlace except the index fingers. Press down through the feet, lift up through the chest and the eyes. And then exhale, send the fingers back, send the head back, tuck the tailbone under, breathe up into your heart. And then release the arms, Bend your knees, lower your arms down. Bring the hands to the ground in front of you. Drop your head. Walk your fingers forward. And press your heels down and send your hips back. Take it over to the right. Reach out long through the left hand. Maybe use your right hand to shift your hips back to the left. Go to the other side. Big breaths, getting right into where the body is opening. Okay, hands back to center. And then bring the knees down. Come and stand on your knees. Take a moment, connect with your breath. Maybe place one hand on the belly and one hand on the chest. Feel the front of your body expanding, contracting. And then bring the hand on your belly, or if you're not touching your belly, any hand back onto your foot, either foot. If you don't reach your foot, curl your toes under and see if then you can reach it. And if you still don't reach it, bring your hand to your hip instead. Okay, and then send your hips forward, shoulder back, your head back, and release the other hand and find the other foot. Keep your hips under you, pressing forward. Feel the stretch that your breath gives the front of your body. We'll come up one hand at a time, bringing one hand to the belly, and lifting, bringing the other hand to the chest. And then we're going to take it into rabbit pose. So start by just releasing your hands to the floor, rounding your back like a cat pose, but bringing your head as close to your knees as possible. So you might be resting even toward the back of the top of your head. And then the arms reach around the outside of your legs. You turn the palms to face out, bringing the thumbs pointing up, and wrap your hands around your heels if you can reach, or your legs if you don't reach your heels. Hold on and then lift your hips as high as you can. You might like to sway them a little from side to side if that would feel good, or just be still and breathe, stretching the spine the other way. Stretching across your upper back. And release. Slowly lower, just sit on your heels, lifting your head up slowly. Let it be the last thing to come up. Roll the shoulders up and back and down 2 times. And when you release off your feet, bringing them to the ground in front of you. And then we'll lower slowly onto our backs. The arms can be forward. When your chest is a little harder, up overhead, harder still, lowering with control. Once you've come down, press into your feet to lift your hips and tuck your tailbone. And then release your hips down. Release your legs out, shake them out. If you have an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes. If not, close your eyes if that's comfortable for you, or just lower your gaze if it's not. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the weight of your body into the ground. And another inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the jaw, letting the lips gently part. And then inhaling deep, exhaling out of the mouth, releasing the activity of the mind and stabilizing your mind by focusing your attention on your breath. And now letting go of your breath. Any effort to breathe can just surrender to the natural rhythm and flow of an effortless breath. And just letting the mind ride the waves of the breath. Just resting the body, resting the mind, deeply relaxed, letting go, letting go, letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath, stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rock gently from side to side. Feeling the ground massaging your back. Come center, bring the soles of the feet together, the palms of the hands together, love hand to hand, foot to foot. And then roll over onto your side, resting your head on your bottom arm, resting your body on the ground, resting your mind in the experience of now. And when you're ready, slowly lift yourself up into a comfortable seated posture. Sinking down into the sit bones, lifting tall to the crown of the head. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the hands together in front of you. Inhale, lift the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders relax down. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in. Let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste.